Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Jack Link's chili. We have 5 different flavors here. These were $3.98 each at Walmart. $3.98 for a 15-ounce, 425-gram can. This is the original with no beans. This one is original with beans. This is the hickory, the peppered, and the jalapeno. And we are going to be heating each one of these up in the microwave, but you can do it 2 different ways. You can make it on the stove. You empty chili into saucepan, stir occasionally while heating over medium heat, 4 to 5 minutes or until hot. We're going to microwave them. You want to empty the chili into a microwavable bowl, cover loosely, heat for 2 to 3 minutes or until hot, stirring halfway through the cooking. So when it says cover loosely, we will just use a paper towel and do it that way. So, and we're doing it in the microwave because we're doing the review. Normally, I would just heat it up in a pan on the stove, but we don't have 5 small pans. I don't think most people would have 5 small pans. So this is the original without beans.
And the rest of them have beans, just let you know.
Yes, you're right. They all have beans, the rest of them. Okay, so this is the original with beans. It's come out of the can pretty easy. I have spoons ready here, and because we'll have to use a spoon anyway to stir it halfway through. But it's coming out of the can pretty easy, and I'll scrape these down more. Just for time's sake, for right now, I'm just pouring out what I can, but then I'll go back and go through these again. This is the hickory. It smells good. I can smell the difference. Okay. Like I said, I'll go back and scrape. This
is... yeah, you can smell the smoke in that.
This is the peppered. Okay. There's more in there, so. And then this is the jalapeno. What did we ever do before the pull tab? You would have to use a can opener on every single can.
A manual can opener. We didn't have any of them electric things.
I don't know why
we always had an electric one.
Yeah, I don't know why all cans don't have pull tabs, but they don't. They don't. No, they do. A lot of them don't. I just had a can last night that I had to get the opener. So this is how they look. We're gonna heat each one of these up in the microwave, and then we'll be back.
Okay, ready to eat some chili.
We have the other bowls here. They're just out of shot.
Yeah.
So we'll pull them in as we're reviewing them. This one, we need to talk just real quickly about the microwave.
It works fine. The first one did get like the paper towel laid on top. I don't know if it was the direction I laid it or what, but it got really greasy, like drippy greasy. And the bowl is just a mess.
The bowl is a mess. Well, this is the only one without beans.
Yeah.
These do get the liquid develops as you heat them, so that it's not as chunky as it looked to me.
Yeah, when you were pulling out of the can, it was much drier and clumpy together. This thins it out quite a bit.
But I did take 2 sets of pictures. I took a picture before and after, so you'll
be able to see.
Yeah, I'll do that at the end of the video. I'll do a before picture and an after picture of each one.
And I'll tell you how I heat them up in our microwave. You can go try it from it. In our microwave, which we have a pretty hefty microwave. That one I did for 1.5 minutes, and then I was going to do it for another minute. It was too long, I think. The other ones I only did for 1 minute and then 1 minute, and it was perfectly fine. So,
I was going to talk about it. That's why I didn't have a take a bite.
That looked like it had a bean in it. I'm assuming it was a piece of meat.
Piece of meat.
Yeah.
I made sure I got a piece of meat.
Good sized hunk.
The original no beans, made with 100% beef, 40 grams of protein per cam. You know, everything.
That's still throwing it on the cans now.
Everything, we have to put protein on it. The first ingredient is beef. Beef, water, tomato puree, green pepper, and then there's some other things. There's brown sugar, smoked paprika, ancho chili powder, spices. These are made, well, they're distributed by Link Snacks in Wisconsin. 1 cup is 400 calories. For this can, it is 670 calories.
That's a good size frozen.
I'm going to be very curious if the ones with beans, how many more calories. Well, we don't want to look yet. We want to be surprised. But I'll be curious how many more calories the beans add. Because I can tell you, I love chili. And I bet you there's no telling how many calories I'm eating when I eat a bowl of chili. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of that. That has a good, I love the texture. The ground beef in there is really chunky. They didn't make it really tiny, grainy, like sand.
Yes, like Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, the Skyline chili is like, you're eating a little grainy with the sand.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Can't stand it.
And Gold Star chili is the same way. This is like chunky ground beef. So
Yes,
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah,
I don't want a gritty, milly. Yeah, this is actually pieces. As far as there's no like heat, there's no spice.
No, there's no burn or anything like that.
No, it just tastes like just regular. It tastes like chili without beans or any heat. Yep. So when I make chili, I do put mine has a little bit of heat in it. So do you like that just the way it is?
It's okay. The spices they use in there are different than just pure chili powder. Or there's other things going on, and there's one of those spices in there I don't love. I could eat it.
Really?
Yeah. There's some little spice that comes out a little bitter, but that's probably just me. I detect bitter in a lot of things that normal people wouldn't because I'm weird. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, I would eat it for sure, but I don't know. It's just there's one little. I can tell it's just one spice in there that's a little bitter.
I think it's really good.
It's good.
But like, I think people buy pans like this to put on like hot dogs and stuff. Is this
Not
the same
this.
kind?
You
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking you couldn't do that with this because it's too runny. Okay.
Hot dog chili's thicker.
I don't buy canned chili, so I don't know. This
is literally for you to put in a bowl and eat.
This is a first for me, buying canned chili. So that was 400 calories for the original with no beans.
Or 670 for the whole
670 for the whole can. This is only 330 for a cup, and it's only 560. Why?
So almost 100 calories less. Actually, it is 110 calories less.
So do you think that's because you get less meat?
Hey, I'm sure. Yeah.
You're getting less meat in here.
Because there's a lot of beef in that.
Yes, there is. Okay, so water, beef, tomato puree, prepared red kidney beans is what they're using.
Yeah, they're using the big ones.
And pinto beans.
That's also the big ones.
Green pepper, onion. So truly, if you're paying the same price for each can, if you really want your money's worth, you would get the ones without, with just the beef, because you're getting so much meat in there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay.
Of course, this might have a lot too.
Okay.
It looks like
I have to stir it a little. I'm only stirring one side though, so if you want it unstirred, you can.
I would stir the whole bowl up. So I mean, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm like you. I don't like all that liquid on the top. I'd rather have some of the richness in the bottom. It settles. That's thicker. You don't get that bitter flavor. Just a little bit.
I'm wondering if it's not from that pepper that they use.
Yeah, that one has that same bitter flavor.
The green pepper, sometimes, I've noticed with green pepper, when they freeze green pepper, the flavor changes a little bit.
Yeah, but this is not bitter though.
No, but I'm just wondering if
that one's got heat to it too.
It honestly has a little, I didn't notice this in the first one, but I do in this one. It has a little bit of a tinned flavor.
Maybe.
But that might be, that tinned flavor might be what you're talking about.
There's something in that one's hotter. like spicier.
Yes, I agree. No, I thought that too. The first one didn't have any heat whatsoever.
No, none at all.
That one does have a little bit of heat to it.
Also, the texture is thicker, and it's also just a touch grainy.
Yeah, I'm getting a tinned flavor that I normally...
Like a can.
Yeah, and I never have said something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's something you hear people say, and I've always thought, what are they talking about? I'm not getting that flavor at all. Well, I am now. Okay.
This one forward.
So this one is the Hickory.
It smelled very smoky.
It's what I'm gonna do this to you. That can, how many protein did that one say it had?
The first one with the beans?
With the beans.
Oh, you have to look at it.
It has 37 grams of protein. Okay, so this one says, the Hickory says 36 grams of protein, 330 calories for a cup, 550 for the can. So you don't think, I mean, people are just buying these and eating them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, eat them up, eat.
Okay.
If you don't want to make homemade chili, then...
Okay, so this is what you do. Okay,
Yeah.
I've never done that before. I've only made homemade chili.
You could really smell that smoke
Oh, I like
in the
that.
microwave.
I really like that.
Yeah, this smoke's nice.
It reminds me, it's like they put a little bit of ham or something like that in there. But it's that hickory flavor.
Very smoky.
It's smoky, but there's just a little bit of sweetness to it. It, to me, it might have a touch of heat, but it doesn't have...
No, I think the original would be...
The original, yeah, has a little bit more heat than this.
Yeah.
I really do like that hickory flavor.
I like that better than the original with beans.
I do too, because I didn't get that tinned flavor in
Yeah,
that.
but I like the one without beans the most so far.
Okay. We're having to juggle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one is the peppered. And it says, this one, the first ingredient is water.
Huh.
The other ones have been like beef. So this is
No,
water.
one of the first ones, yeah.
Water, beef.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that one was beef. No, this one says water.
Oh.
Okay. So, water, beef, tomato puree, prepared kidney beans, pinto beans, black pepper, a green pepper, onion, and then they basically have the same thing. They're just changing like
The only one that had
one
beef,
ingredient.
The only one that had the beef number one was the
Was
one
that
with the no beans.
Okay. So this is $3.30 for a cup, $5.50 for the can for the peppered. I like pepper, so.
Yeah, I'm wondering how is this gonna be like black pepper peppered or peppers peppered? Black pepper.
Immediately.
Excellent. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Oh, get ready, because you're going to burn your mouth off.
Ooh, look at this big hunk of beef.
I know. I made sure I got a big hang of beef too. That is a lot of pepper.
Yeah, it's like you accidentally left the lid loose and it dumped in there. That's
Yes.
too much pepper.
Yes, I liked it. Yes, I liked it at first. When I first put it in my mouth, I liked the pepper. But then once you swallow it, it really hits you, and it truly is like somebody accidentally dumped the pepper shaker into the chili.
Now, some people might love that. If you like that really super over the top pepper flavor, then you'll love that, because that's what they did.
I love black pepper, and I wanted to like it. And if it had been
a little dial back,
I would have loved it. It probably would have been my favorite one. But it's just too much.
I'd say it's based on their jerkies. They've got a jerky that's a pepper jerky that's just all pepper on the outside. Kind of like peppercorns. Mm-hmm. That's what that tastes like.
You know, it'd be neat if they had a meat stick and you could dip it into that.
That's part of it.
If you've ever had that, my favorite Skinny Pop popcorn is the black pepper. I think it's called like cracked black pepper or something like that. Yeah. When you get to the bottom of that bag, it's almost all pepper, and it's so strong you almost can't eat the popcorn because it's the little bitty pieces with all that pepper. That is how strong that is. It's
too strong for me. That's for sure.
Okay, so this is the jalapeno, 36 grams of protein, And it has jalapeno peppers, okay, and onion, all that other stuff. The first ingredient is water and then beef. $330 for a cup, $5.50 for the can.
They've all been $5.50 except for that the original. The original's the only one the original with beans is the only one I've gotten that bitter flavor with.
Okay.
So like I said, I think it was some spice that they used in that. I don't know. I do have to say that they have not been skimpy on the meat or the beans.
No. But I didn't know that a can of chili cost almost $4, and that's at Walmart.
Well, knowing how much meat they put in there, that makes sense, huh?
I just didn't know. I just didn't realize it was that expensive.
Well, they've got cans at probably $1.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never. I don't think I've ever bought like canned chili. I haven't done that before because I make my own.
We bought canned hot dog chili before for other people. No,
that's
hot.
It's very hot.
You do get that jalapeno flavor though. That's nice.
You do. You get it. But you need to know that it is. Yeah, it's super hot. Yeah. And I've said this before in videos. You can buy jalapeno rings in the jar, like Mount Olive or whatever, that brand, and they're going to be hot out of the jar. Once you heat those up,
maybe you bake them on nachos or something.
Or
a sandwich.
If you bake them on nachos, I put them in the center of grilled cheese. It intensifies that jalapeno flavor,
and the oils come out.
They get twice as hot, and it's like, oh my gosh, you forget how hot those jalapenos are once you heat them. The same thing has happened in this. So yes, you get the hot jalapeno, but you've heated it up, so it's like, fire engine, fire alarm. So that is too hot for me to just enjoy.
It's a different kind of heat than the peppered. This is one of those deep set in your taste buds. I'm here to roost for a little while. I'm going to stay around.
Right.
Whereas the peppered was kind of like a surface level heat. It was hot, but it wasn't like one of these deep set burn. You know. I could eat the pepper, but the flavor was just too strong. The jalapeno is just too hot for me. Like literally, I like the flavor, but I don't like the heat. And
the original with beans, it has a slight tingle. If you can handle just a very, very mild heat, I think.
Yeah, we said it was hot, but it's not hot.
It's not. It just has a slight tingle.
It's more than the no beans.
The no beans has no heat whatsoever. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to hear your very, very favorite.
My very favorite is the no beans.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Or the hickory.
I'm going to pick the hickory.
Yeah. So I could go with either one of those, honestly, because the no bean ones did have a little bit of that bitter flavor to me, whereas the hickory did not. So I might go with hickory as number one as well.
I like the hickory because I do like beans in my chili. I mean, some people might not have.
And I don't care one way or the other.
I like beans. I like the texture of them. I think it adds a lot. I like the hickory, and then if I had to pick another one, I would just pick the original with no beans.
Yeah, that's my top two.
Because you are getting a lot of meat. It's full of meat for your $1. So I think that's a good deal.
I would not get the jalapeno, not because it tastes bad, just because it's too hot. So if you like hot, get it. It's good. And the pepper is just too strong for me. I just didn't like it.
But honestly, we're comparing these, just what we have here. We can't compare them to anything else because I don't remember ever having a canned chili in my life.
Very long time ago.
Yeah, I've just never had the desire to do that. And I will still, even after trying these, I will still make my own chili.
Yeah, homemade chili's better.
Because I just like homemade chili. Yes, I agree. It is better. And I do have a recipe on the channel. It's older than the hills, but I'm doing it the same exact way, and I still love it. So,
it's easy.
Yeah,
it's not hard.
It's not hard at all. You can whip it up in no time at all. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to have lots of pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.